What's going on, guys? Derek Short here. Continuing on with the build here. If you watched my last video, I just did a video on basically assembling and properly assembling the top end and keeping everything lubricated and tightening everything down properly. If you noticed in the last video, I didn't have a flywheel on there, and for two reasons. First reason being, when I assemble this and put everything together, if you have this on here, it's just kind of in the way and a little harder to work with. And the second reason I have it off is to clean it, because this thing spins around probably several 100,000 times, if not millions of times, that you have it on there. As you ride it over, hours and hours on end, this thing gets really filthy. And it was. If you look here, there's still a little bit of dirt left, but that's pretty much on there. I mean, I could use a brush and some really good degreaser and get it off, but it's really clean for the most part. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and show you guys how to reassemble this on here. I should have did a video on how to remove it, but unfortunately I didn't. So I'm going to show you guys how to reinstall it. If you look here, there is this little groove right here. What this groove is for is this little half moon piece. Still got some fresh RTV on there. You see it's getting on my gloves. But this little half moon piece goes in that groove right there, and it lines up with this groove right here on the flywheel. And the reason why that's important is because there's a little magnet on here, on the flywheel here, and as your motor spins around, there's a coil that sits on the back side here, and as this spins around, this magnet goes past this coil, and as it goes past that coil, it creates electricity, a little spark, which basically comes into your engine here and sparks it, fires your piston back down, and basically creates the power and gives you guys a lot of fun. So a little fun fact on how the engine works somewhat. So gonna go ahead and reinstall this. Take your half moon shape keyway, line it up in there. Sometimes this can be tricky. As you slide the flywheel on, it can actually kind of push it up, so you kind of want to play with it, get it lined up, flat the best you can, and to kind of line it up with the flywheel here the best you can and slide it on. So go ahead and do that now. Did that right there for me. A little more on the back side. Line it up. There we go. Kind of wiggle back and forth, and we got it. Next is our little nut here. This is actually a nut that has a built-in washer. Kind of cool. So you have to use this, or I highly recommend it. They all come with it on there. The factory piece. It's a 12 millimeter. So we're going to go ahead and start that on there. And I got an impact here that I use for zapping it on. So we're going to go ahead and just tighten it up a little. Just give it a couple zaps. We're going to call that good. You can actually even put some Loctite on there. I sometimes do, sometimes I don't. I forgot to do it this time, so it's not a big deal. Likely it's not going to come off. But we got the flywheel zapped on there, ready to go. We're going to continue with the build. In the next video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to reinstall a reed and an air filter and the carburetor. So check out my next video for that. As always, thanks for watching.